Hi everyone, in today's video I want to answer a question that I'm asked very often. What virtual reality headset do I prefer between the Oculus Rift S and the Samsung Odyssey Plus? In fact, this is the true comparison that currently counts in the market considering the respective price of these headsets. The Oculus Rift S is selling for $400 and the Samsung Odyssey Plus is often on sale for $300 and its suggested retail price is $500 currently. Other offers on the market like the Valve Index are in a different price range and is aimed for a different market. I have already made a detailed review of the Oculus Rift S and the Samsung Odyssey Plus. You will find the links in the description below. In this video, I want to list or highlight the main reason for buying a VR headset over the other. Let's start with 5 reasons to buy the Samsung Odyssey Plus. First, it is possible to mechanically adjust the IPD, which may be absolutely necessary for many people whose distance between their eyes is out of the norm. Unfortunately, the adjustment does not bring the two OLED screen closer than 60mm. The Rift S has no mechanical adjustment of the lenses, but the sweet spot of the lenses is much larger. According to my experience and my research, the Rift is usable for people whose IPD is between 60 and 68mm. This is an approximation and the experience is personal to everyone. For people with large IPD, the Samsung Odyssey Plus is an interesting solution and the only alternative right now in 2019 at this price point. The second reason to consider the Odyssey Plus is the fact that it's equipped with a good quality AKG headphones, while small speakers are hidden in the halo headband of the Rift S. Oculus solution is unacceptable for a PC VR headset, and sound quality suffers from a lack of volume and a lack of bass. Fortunately, you can connect your own headphone. Samsung solution is quite a lot better than what Oculus did. The third reason is the fact that the quality of the microphone in the Odyssey is much better than the Rift S, which can be very convenient for streamers or YouTubers. The fourth reason, the Odyssey Plus high-quality OLED display provide a vibrant image and deep blacks. The immersion is total for games whose action is mainly at night, especially that the God rays are a little present. And the fifth reason, Samsung uses a technology that reduces the screen door effect and it works very well. Although this can be done at the expense of sharpness, the almost total absence of screen door effect is worth the cost for most VR experiences. I especially enjoy watching video in big screen without seeing the great effect of the screen door effect. Now for the Rift S, 5 reasons why you should buy the Rift S. The first one, it's far more comfortable than the Samsung headset. It is possible to buy accessories to improve the comfort of the Odyssey Plus, but Samsung really missed the mark here. For the comfort, Oculus destroyed the Samsung headset. The second reason, and one of the main reasons to buy an Oculus Rift S, is the fact that when you buy an Oculus headset, it is compatible with all the games and experiences available from the Oculus Store and also from Steam. With the Samsung Odyssey Plus, you have to use third-party software like Revive, RoboRevive to play RoboRecall, to play Oculus exclusivity, which works well overall, but it's not flawless and can require some work from the player. So compatibility is not assured. Even on Steam, the Odyssey is often recognized as a HTC Vive by games that have not been designed for Windows Mixed Reality, and it is often required to configure the control for an optimal experience, and it doesn't always work perfectly. If you don't want to ask you some questions to fiddle around with technical problems, please consider the Oculus Rift. The quality and the clarity of the lenses of the Rift S is impressive, and it's my third reason to buy it. Despite rather ordinary specs on paper, the Rift S is able to render an image of incredible clarity over a large portion of the lens. The Odyssey Plus is unfortunately characterized by lenses that are blurry when you do not look straight ahead. Being unable to move my eyes to read text, to see my position in a race, or to aim an enemy with my rifle was killing the immersion for me. This is probably the most disappointing aspect of the Odyssey Plus. Another big advantage of the Rift S, and my fourth reason, is the tracking of the controller. Both headsets use the inside-out tracking technology, but the Rift S has 5 cameras, while there are only 2 on the Odyssey Plus. This did not stop players from having problems with the Rift S at launch when it came out. It's true, the controller were not tracked well near the headset, just like all the Windows Mixed Reality headset. However, Oculus has released a patch recently bringing incredible tracking improvement. The Rift S is now in a league of its own for inside-out tracking. Microsoft must absolutely improve controller tracking for certain games, especially FPS, to hope to survive in the consumer market. And speaking of controller, and this is my fifth reason, I must prefer the touch controller of the Rift S to those of the Odyssey Plus. Fortunately, Samsung has made some changes to the ergonomic of Microsoft controller, but the experience is simply not comparable. I prefer the first version of touch controller that came with the Rift CV1, but the new ones are still very good. I've just listed 5 reasons to buy a Samsung Odyssey Plus rather than a Rift S. However, I recommend buying a Rift S for the quality of the overall experience. It's not perfect. There were cost-cutting decisions that were not acceptable, but for the overall experience, I do prefer the Oculus Rift S. However, if you cannot use the Rift S because of its stupid fixed IPD, the Samsung Odyssey Plus is a high-quality headset that I can recommend the purchase. You can also wait a little bit since the Odyssey Plus is almost 1 year old and Samsung could release some new product later this year. I hope you like this video. Please consider subscribing to my little channel. Comment below. Tell me what you prefer in between the Rift S or the Samsung Odyssey. What headset do you own? Please like. See you next time. It was Tech Dad. Ciao!